All right, welcome back, guys. Today is Thursday, January 9th, and today we're getting into the Saturday wildcard games for this NFL playoffs. As always, before we get into the picks, please like, subscribe, and put on the notifications too. We're always doing flash sales. Well, not always doing them. We're doing them every now and then. But if you want to stay up to date with them, and when they pop up, make sure you put on notifications so when the video drops, you can watch it, see what's going on, make sure you get the picks. Make sure to subscribe to our Winnable. We have free plays as well as VIP. You get the picks sent directly to your phone. When you're on lunch break, that's what I used to be doing. I'm on lunch break in the office, scrolling down different picks, seeing what's going on. But you don't have to do that. We can just send them directly to your phone. There's links for the picks to go onto the great websites that we work with: Betr, Vivid, Dabble, Wanna. You can just go look at the picks, click on the sign up link. When you sign up on one of these apps using our code Bonfire, they'll hook you up with a great deposit bonus. Some of them have double deposits like Betr, Vivid, and Wanna. $250, $200, and Dabble free $25 when you sign up. Right here, if you do all four of these, over $700 in free plays that you guys can play with. For college football, I just posted the Cotton Bowl pick yesterday. We also have, of course, we have today's video of Saturday wildcard, and then we also have the Sunday games, Sunday night games, and Monday night. So a ton of football, also 2 NBA games, college basketball season, March Madness. So get in those, maximize your free plays. And if you want a free month of VIP, look here. We finished the NFL regular season top 1%. You're going to want these picks showing down here. We'll get into this. We finished last week up 6 units just on spreads alone. We have this pick I'll show you. But just on spreads, we crush it. And spreads are almost always on VIP. And if you want a free month, download one of these apps, sign up using my code Bonfire, and deposit at least $10 into the app. And then just send me a screenshot of my code, of you using my code and the deposit over to my Instagram. It's Bonfire Locks. I'll add that back in. And then we'll set you up with a free month of our plays. Again, top 1% better. You want to get in on these. Now, let's do a little recap of last week. Like I said, we were ranked originally 3,000. We're in the top 2%. But I was like, I want to get to 1%. And we crushed it. We went up 6 units last week. Finished out the week. There's a bunch of others, but they're cut off here. We also hit a massive 24x lay over on Dabble. So that's 30 units alone. We struggled a little bit in some of the other props and some of those picks, but going up 30 units on these alone shoots us way higher than we could have even dreamed of, even with the other losses on our plays. So again, most people just try to pick and choose different games, but because of our strategy, we're able to just put it across the board, spread the money across, and then you win. And that's what works for us. So we hope you guys enjoy it. Now let's get into the picks. So up first, this is over on Vivid. Sign up using my code Bonfire, double deposit up to $250, which is great. It's all free money for you guys. The first pick is Justin Herbert, more than 231 passing yards. He's incredible. They're going to want to put up a ton of points. I see them winning this game. I think they're going to play extremely well. Harbaugh is great in the playoffs. He has his team moving in the right direction. I know it was the Raiders, but they destroyed them last week in a Week 18 game that for them didn't mean anything. So I really like how Harbaugh just constantly wants to win. And so I see Herbert doing whatever he can, put up a ton of points, and I think he'll clear this very easily. Same team, we're going Dicker the kicker, more than 7 kicking points. I've loved these. If you've been following the channel for some time, I love kicking props. They're like my favorite thing. All he needs here is 2 field goals, 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points, and he clears this. 3 field goals. He's a great kicker. He's constantly hitting this, and so I love taking it. And then on the other side of the ball, we're going Joe Mixon, less than 71 rushing yards. He's actually only hit this once in the last 4 games. So I don't really know why this line is so high. So I'd say try to lock this one in. If you're going to take any pick, try to at least lock that line in as soon as you can, because it probably will go up, or it will go down. And I also too, like I said, the Chargers are going to get out to an early lead, which means they're not going to be running the ball a ton because the Texans are going to be playing from behind. They're going to be shooting the ball. So I don't really see him coming close to this. I see him finishing in more of like the 40 to 50 range. Next up, this one's still on Vivid. Sign up using my code Bonfire. Double deposit up to $250 again. Mark Andrews, more 44 receiving yards. So I like this one because, everyone hates on Lamar in the playoffs, and I get it. He struggles. However, they're going to want to destroy the Steelers. In the playoffs, you oftentimes go to what feels most comfortable. It's what you want to trust. And, at the end of the day, Andrews is Lamar's favorite target. No matter how well, the other guys are doing, what he wants to do, he's going to target Andrews a lot. I'd also look at the receptions for Andrews because I could see that hitting, depending on what the line is, but I guess it's probably around 4.5, 4. So that may be one that you'd want to look at as well because I see him getting targeted a ton. Najee Harris, under on 43 rushing yards. I don't see him clearing this. He doesn't hit it that often. And I don't think the Steelers are going to really play that well against the Ravens. They struggled last week against the Bengals. And the Ravens are way better than the Bengals. So I don't see him getting near this. And then Nico Collins. I talked a lot about how we wanted Mixon under rushing yards. And I do think they're going to pass the ball a ton. But having to get 85, I think will be really tough for Nico. I know Dell's injured, but I still don't see him coming close to this. I don't think he's hit this in 3 or 4 games. So I don't know why these lines are so high. Again, sometimes they boost the lines because a lot of people prefer to take overs, which is naturally what people like to do. To watch the game, they like to take overs. So that's why a lot of times I'll try to find ones that I think are inflated and then take less than on those. Again, I like taking overs too. I'm only human. I love it. But sometimes these lines just get too inflated where you have to shoot down on the other side. It was similar to kind of what we talked about last week with Mike Evans where they were shooting his lineup so high. And we pretty much caught it in the middle. I said if his line's around 100 or so, take the under. We got it boosted on Vivid at over 84, and we got it for 82, and he hit it 85. So we literally got the exact sweet spot on both sides of the ball. So we called it perfectly. Lastly, we have Dabble. This is our anytime touchdown lay for Saturday. Again, we did this one. Judy was receiving yards, but we crushed this one. We almost hit another 13 extra last week. But Brian Thomas was the only one to not get a touchdown. It was brutal because he was near the end zone multiple times. Got the ball to the 3-4 yard line several times. Just couldn't get it in. But I like this one a lot. Ladd McConkey, anytime touchdown. Again, like what I was talking about in the playoffs, quarterbacks are going to go with who they're most comfortable with. And Ladd has been Herbert's best receiver recently. And that's who he wants to go to. So I see him getting this pretty easily. I could see this hitting in the first half. Then you just watch the game, relax. George Pickens. The reason I like the Pickens one a lot is actually because of how bad his last game was. So a lot of times these sites, if someone has a bad game, they'll boost the odds because they're like, okay, no one's going to want to take him. On the opposite, if you have someone who played really well, they know people are paying attention, and so they'll decrease the odds. So I think this is great value in getting Pickens for any time touchdown. He is their best receiver. He is their best target. And coming off such a bad game, we get his odds boosted because no one wants to go near him. So this is where, again, we get the value. We take advantage of it. And then lastly with the Ravens, we're going Bateman touchdown. I was looking at Andrews, but I like the odds more on Bateman. I think Andrews will score too, but I wanted to take Bateman because we're not sure how Zay's knee is going to play. Again, Lamar loves to go to Bateman. I think he will score, and that's why I put this together. Ladd, George, and Rashad, anytime touchdown lay. Locking in on Dabble. Sign up using my code Bonfire. And it's cool here, Dabble. When you sign up, you'll follow me, and you can also just duplicate this pick. So you go in, you just hit copy, and it'll automatically copy it for you. You can play it and follow me, and you can once you follow me on Dabble, any plays that I have. Even sometimes I'll do like last minute plays if I'm going before the games, I like something, I'll plug it in, so you can stay up to date with those picks I have over there. So on there, I'm Bonfire Jack, and again my Instagram Bonfire Locks. So again, all these plays are on Vivid and Dabble. Sign up using my code Bonfire. We have Herbert, more than 231 passing yards. Cameron Dicker, more than 7 kicking points. Joe Mixon, less than 71 rushing yards on Vivid. Also on Vivid, Mark Andrews, more than 44 receiving yards. Najee Harris, less than 43 rushing yards. Nico Collins, less than 85 receiving yards. And lastly on Dabble, anytime touchdown lay. We crushed it last week, hit a 24xer, barely missed another 13xer. This week, just for Saturday alone, Ladd, George, Rashad. Sign up using my code Bonfire. Free $25 when you sign up. You don't even need to deposit anything. But if you do, deposit at least $5. Put it on display. It's the best. I love it. Follow me on Dabble as well, Bonfire Jack, and you can copy this play directly in there. As always, please like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, what you're tailing, what you're fading. I don't mind if you're like, hey, I don't like this pick. I prefer this one. Let me know why. I like talking with you guys on there. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.